So today we find ourselves in Gatlinburg, Tennessee to check out Ripley's Aquarium. Come on, let's go inside and see what we can find. If you have never been here to the Ripley's Aquarium, I definitely recommend coming at least once. Even though it may look little on the outside, this aquarium is quite sizable. Once you get inside, there is so many exhibits to visit. I think that starting off with the stingray here is quite interesting. Then you can check out an amazing electric eel. Just look at the size of this eel. They also have adorable poisonous frogs. And then you can check out some ocean fish. My favorite are these beautiful jellyfish. It is interesting to just watch them. However, I have to say the schooling fish are amazing. Right here, it was feeding time, so they are swimming with their mouths open. I never knew that schooling fish done that. These jellyfish are beautiful. But if you find it timed just right, you can check out the penguin parade. What is better than watching beautiful penguins make their march throughout the crowd? And of course, one thing that stood out to me the most here that I thought was simply hilarious was this little penguin here. This is a girl penguin. And if you wait and watch the remaining penguins that are following her, they are boys. This is identifiable by the bands on their arms. That just goes to show it that girls do lead the boys. I thought that was hilarious, and I just had to take note of that. And for my favorite part of the entire aquarium, the seahorses. I think the seahorses are one of my favorite displays because they are so unique. Just look at their bodies. They almost look like majestic little creatures. You can't help but wonder what their life is like in the wild when we can't see them. However, that is not all. There's so much more to the aquarium here in Gatlinburg to explore. Once you make your way to the conveyor belts where you can go under the tanks into the tunnels, there are so many fish to see. And ironically, you can even find several shark in here. And huge fish. One thing I found myself questioning was, why do the sharks not eat the fish here? However, upon a later trek through the glass boat tour, it was evident that they feed these shark plenty of food to the point that they essentially are not hungry for these fish. This is definitely my favorite part. And if you time it just right, you can actually get that perfect selfie with a shark. And all these scratches on the glass they note are from a shark attack which occurred in the tank several years ago. So that is quite interesting. So when you ask yourself whether or not these sharks get along all the time, the answer is definitely no. Even sharks can have their own disputes from time to time. And they can even be lazy, just like this one, who is just relaxing upon that glass. The staff here actually note that that shark actually lies there quite frequently. In fact, they suspect that there is air bubbles coming around the glass that it actually enjoys laying on and feeling the coolness. Just gets you thinking about a couple of things. And just like I mentioned earlier, now is the perfect selfie moment. Yes, I got my selfie with a shark. So the tunnel was fun, right? I mean, we got to see a lot of these beautiful fish and the sharks. However, there is much more actually to explore here. So let's say goodbye to the shark for now and go check out some more amazing sections to this aquarium. One being this right here. You can actually see some pretty vibrant fish. Within this tank here, there's actually one that I really enjoyed alongside these beautiful anemone. Of course, you have the one that looks just like Nemo. But I couldn't help but question what this was. They didn't really have it listed quite well to identify what it was. But it was honestly one of my favorites. And once again, it was feeding time, so everyone was definitely trying to squeeze in some food. But look at that color. Is that not beautiful? And then there was this interesting fish, a frogfish. Staring at it, it did not move. However, when you looked inside its mouth, it was actually moving. So it is said that these fish actually lie dormant and wait for their prey to to approach them rather than swimming around. But is that not interesting? Then you also have another one of my favorites, these beautiful king crab. And for those of you who have wives and you want to aggravate, they're actually old wife fish, which I thought was quite hilarious for its naming. And currently on display is the Curious Creatures display. And this was actually quite interesting. You can see some interesting fish here and some interesting displays as well. So definitely take time and go through here slowly, because there are some things you just don't want to miss. Especially the Fiji Mermaid, which I was quite intrigued about, and I had totally forgotten about this display. Interesting, isn't it? And there are actually many more displays like this throughout the aquarium. You can also see yet another one of my favorites, this beautiful iguana. And no trip is complete without visiting the penguins. This has to be one of my favorite aspects to the aquarium. Sitting back and just watching them in their own little environment, not even caring about their surroundings. And when you get up in this tube and you're face to face with a penguin, it is amazing. And then you have the ones like this cute little girl who want to just put on a show. Swimming around, splashing, scratching. They're simply adorable and fun to watch. They're so full of energy and curiosity. You can even take home a painting, whether you do a private class or you can purchase these in the gift shop. You can also check out these adorable baby hammerhead sharks. I almost missed these, but they are so adorable. All in all, the Ripley's Aquarium is definitely worth visiting, in my opinion. There's so much to do and see here that you can spend a couple of hours. Just make sure you stop by and check out the penguins. They will definitely give you a show. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on that next journey. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. I can't can't wait to see you on our next journey as we explore a journey through an Appalachian heart.